product revenue was well over 40% a year ago, the annual growth rates, those are now below 10%. Welcome to the Drill Down Earnings. A quick look at the latest earnings from Fortinet. Very interesting quarter from this company. This is the business story behind one stock on the move. I'm Cory Johnson, Chief Market Strategist for the Futurum Group. And Fortinet earnings, interesting from this security company that's in a really interesting time when you've got this convergence between devices and security. And so when you just look at the numbers like Wall Street does, the beat, the miss, whatever, it's a beat. Sure, but let's get beyond the miss and the beat. Let's look at what's happening to this business. So here's what the business did, the actual numbers. Revenues, $1.42 billion, up 10% year over year. Billings, so the business that's about to come, $1.86 billion, up 9% year over year. And profits of $311 million, up 1%. But let's take a look beyond that, a little beyond the headline numbers. I talked to, or chatted with, slacked with, that's our verb, with Ron Westfall, Futurum's terrific analyst who covers this company. And he slacked to me and said, Fortinet's continuing to deftly ride the networking hardware and security convergence into 2024 after some choppiness seen around the portfolio segments like next-gen firewalls into Q3 of 2023 when it had some problems, seeming to surviving that. But overall, the growth ratios for this company, at least from my look, are really slowing down, especially when you look at the dramatically differing growth rate from the products. As we mentioned, product revenue was well over 40% a year ago, the annual growth rates. Those are now below 10%. The company's surviving this, but my goodness, when you look at those numbers, that fantastic growth in product revenues from a year ago plummeting this year. So how does the stock react when the numbers come out? Well, look at the chart. After hours, the stock went straight up. Real positive reaction from the market. And indeed, the numbers have been going up really for the last quarter. If you look at this stock, last quarter, stock's up 34%. For the last year, about 27%. So taking a hit last quarter's earnings, fixing things a lot, and the guidance going forward, that was helpful. The pickup in revenue for the next year that they're promising, we're going to see. I think that pleased a lot of people, didn't expect that. That's why the stock is reacting like that. Ken Xie, the CEO, talked about the drivers of that could include, shocker, Gen AI.
In the long term, definitely we see that Gen AI will increase the traffic a lot and also will automate a lot of security operation. We also see the refresh of the file cycle. We do provide some kind of historic data there. But we also see a lot of new opportunity as we now call it the refresh.
So Gen AI making security tougher, giving opportunity for security companies to sell more. That's a good thing. But what does it all mean? What's the big earnings drill down takeaway? We got that. We got one number that means a whole lot about Fortinet, and we're going to have all that right after this quick break.
The Drill Down is brought to you by the Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
Okay, the quick drill down earnings takeaway from the just reported quarter from Fortinet, $1.42 billion in revenues, up 10.3%. That's good. Billings up not quite as much at $1.86 billion. Still pretty good, up 8-9%, call it. Profits up 1%. That's okay. But the guidance was positive. The guidance for growth this year is up, and that's really good news because not everyone saw that coming. And I promise you to bite the one number that tells us a whole lot. Ron Westfall told us this company is managing well. One of the reasons is that number, $1.73 billion. That's the free cash flow from Fortinet in the last year. With that kind of free cash flow, they can handle the slowdown in their hardware business. They can deftly move into the next opportunities coming from Gen AI. And that's good news for Fortinet. That's why you see that in the stock. That's why you see that in the revenue guidance. And that's why you see that from Fortinet. I'm Cory Johnson here with the Drill Down Earnings Report on Fortinet. Our quick earning takes, you can see them on Instagram and on TikTok at Drill Down Pod. And our more robust earnings reports on YouTube on the Futurum Group channel. You can follow me at X, at Cory TV. Follow, like, subscribe, comment. We want to hear from you. Hear what you think. The Drill Down Earnings, part of the 6-5 Media Group.